Hello and welcome to the 7th edition of the Meyer Memos. Today is October 13th, 2017. We have a staff meeting on Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the Media Center. The agenda is as follows. We have a speaker coming to talk to us about the Somali culture. We have no ISST meeting due to conferences. We have a student council meeting on Tuesday, October 17th at 2:30 in the Media Center. Please send the grades 2 through 5 reps. That time we're going to have our primary, so those reps are going to vote on 3 candidates for each respective position: president, vice president, and secretary. ERTI information: students receiving intervention. Staff, please document that in the ERTI. Last week at our staff meeting, staff decided they'd like to do that during their PLCs. Please do that this week so that we don't forget to do it. Thank you. Let me know if you need the front. BAS. All students need to be assessed on the BAS. Please make sure to assess your students that are new to school. We've added a few the recent week or so, so it's important that we get that because it drives our instruction. Flex space. We're going to form a group of people, 6 to 8 people. We're going to meet prior to October 30th to provide ideas on how we can create a flex space in our media center. And we could also look at our pullout areas. An example would be what 3rd grade has with the furniture and whatnot. We have a budget of $21,000 to start to kind of get ideas on how we want to furnish these areas. Once we have ideas, we'll bring it to staff, they'll vote, and then that same team will meet with general office products and share our ideas, and that we'll do that by prior to November 10th, and there'll be more information to come. We have a lit drop for the referendum on Saturday, October 14th at OGM. Originally I had it at Olson, but we moved it to OGM because the district wants us all to meet there for a little rally for 15 minutes and then head to our respective schools. Please come to OGM at 9 o'clock. We had 20 plus volunteers. I'd like to thank all of those who could make it, and I know that many of you would like to have come, but you were tied up. I appreciate the consideration. We have about 5 staff, about 5 parents, and the rest are staff, so that shows a very strong commitment, so I appreciate that a lot. Interventions: the interventionists sent an email. They'd like to connect together on Monday and Tuesday. They would combine, so math, Aaron, and reading, Jenny Daravingas, would like to meet with each grade level and discuss how what they're going to do with interventions, and they do it all together so that you don't have to have 2 separate meetings. Conferences: if you would like for me to sit in, please let me know and set that up through Lori. And also, Caitlin and Janet are getting any letters for students who have been showing a tendency to not come to school and struggling with that. So you may get a letter from them to share with your with parents at conferences. So it's only for those kids who are that we see red flags at this moment. Instruction: we have assessment feedback. The district is looking for feedback from staff. They want to look at multiple and various assessments. They want to do a SWOT activity, or we want each school to do one. And a SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats. And then we want to do this at the November 7th staff meeting to have it ready for the next DIT meeting, because they want to look at different ways to assess students, not necessarily paper pencil. So they want to see how we can do this, because we would use we want to look at it for reading and math and all different sorts. Core instruction and personalized learning. They're going to have a meeting on October 25th at 3:45 to 4:45 at ESC. Holly Skatstem is going to run it. If you're interested, let us know. Basically, they want to talk about taking core instruction and how you can personalize learning with like the Flex Look. So they want to know if anyone's interested. They could attend this. OLI, they're looking for an OLI report to the DIT. Each school is going to do a little report back to the DIT about what each school needs and what the school is focused on. As you know, we are focused on our EL population. Learning supports. As I said, we have a speaker visiting. She is Fadumo Hassan. She's going to do an overview of the Somali culture for. Obviously, we need more than 30 minutes, but she's going to get us started. And this is who she is, and this is what she looks like. So I'm really excited about this. Tim Suzuki brought this to my attention, and I thought it'd be a perfect thing because we want to make everyone feel welcome at school. Innovation Zone. This is a grant that they're looking for any idea generator. Get ideas. You want people to think outside the box of laws because sometimes laws can tie us up. An example might be that special ed staff can't work with regular ed. If you have ideas that you want to and you want to submit a proposal, the state takes 3 pilots in the metro and 3 outstate, and the applications are due in January and the announcements are named in March. So Learning Supports wanted to make people aware of this. Our first annual winter clothing event is taking place. Closet of Hope team is going to be teamed with BPS, mostly the learning supports people, to do a winter clothes driving, and it's going to be November 11th. Please see the email from Jenny D on October 6th. It was passed on from Jenny Jenny passed it on, and she received it from Julie Caponelli. And then also teachers will want to share this opportunity for at conferences with families who may need extra clothing. Barriers survey. Jenny D sent out a Google Form survey on October 11th. Please complete it by October 20th because this is those are barriers that we're running into is going to help drive our learning supports work at Ole. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend.